Hey guys, it's Wednesday. Almost spaced it off getting ready for work. I've got a couple hours though, so I'm good. Um, Crap. Well, I had a subject to talk about and had an idea of how to talk about it, but it's completely spaced my mind. Actually, it was the whole subject that reminded me, hey, I gotta do a vlog today. um, I was watching this video before hopping in the shower where this lady's talking about basically talking about how to get what you want with life and whatnot. But the main point that kind of she kind of got across that really got me thinking was how everybody says they're fine all the time. You know, even to ourselves, you know, we say we're fine, and like we shouldn't. She was talking about how she disliked the word because it's a crappy way to describe life in general, and it's usually not true. And because of it, because we tell ourselves, oh, we're fine with things, we don't go after what we want. We don't feel a need to change it, even though we're unhappy. But we try to convince ourselves we're fine. And I'm not. I'm not fine. I'm upset with my life. I'm upset with how everything in my life has gone. I'm upset with the fact that I have a very hard time trying to make myself do things. And I'm upset with the fact that I know full well that if I don't try to follow my dreams, I'll end up blowing my brains out in probably 20 years' time. And a lot of people are, well, any friends or family who see this are probably not going to be happy with me saying that and say I'm overreacting, but I'm not. It's the truth. I'm not fine. I'm not okay with my life. That's why I started vlogging. That's why I've started trying to change my life, and that's why I'm upset with the fact that I've very, very bad at self-discipline. Not willpower. Willpower will only get you so far. Self-discipline. Continuously doing the same things over and over again. And it's my fault. I don't put enough pressure on myself to do these things. And I get upset when I don't do them. And yeah, while I do need to learn to let go of the past and not let my emotions rule me, I'm not fine for a reason, and it's my subconscious, my body, my whatever, my soul, whatever you want to call it, trying to tell me, hey, you can't you can't keep doing this. You know, this is why you're depressed, because these things are not what are making you happy. And it doesn't matter how anybody else feels about it, doesn't matter what anybody else says. You know, well, yeah, while we gotta do what we gotta do to survive, we have to take drastic steps to keep growing internally. And I know I talk about that a lot. It's because it's on my mind a lot, and it's because I don't put enough effort into it, no matter how hard I try to get myself to. I mean, before I left to go back to Indiana for the wedding, I was actually getting somewhere. I was getting up every day around 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Just going to bed at a decent time for probably a week and a half straight, 2 weeks maybe. And I was feeling good. I was feeling better about myself, and the fact that I was like, hey, I can do this. I can change my habits. I can get myself to do things. And I come back and, wow, yes, I put my mind to it and decided, you know what, I'm going to have a job in the next couple of weeks. And, you know, that changed some things about it, and I ended up getting a job, and I'm very happy about that. And, I thank God for all the help He's given me there, but I that's about it. Like I haven't put any forward momentum into anything else. Like I mean, I got a new video game, which I absolutely love, and I've been watching Supernatural from the beginning, and I've made it into season 5, and those are awesome things to do, but I can't. When I'm not working, that's all I'm doing, or I'm napping because I'm unhappy, or I'm tired because I'm not sleeping right, or I'm tired because like this past freaking 3 or 4 days I've had off, I've been lounging around, and so my body doesn't. I'm gonna go to work and my back's gonna hurt. I know it because I haven't spent more than an hour at most standing up the last 4 days because I've been too lazy. And the thing that kills me about it all is the last 4 days I've been telling myself, we need to go to sleep earlier, we need to get exercising, and we need to get back to writing. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I put it off and don't do it, and then time for bed comes around and I feel like shit because I haven't done a damn thing I wanted to. And I'm not fine. And I'm doing better than I was a couple of weeks ago. But I'm not fine, and I gotta stop telling myself that I'm fine. That, these feelings are coming from nowhere, because they're not. And I know part of it is, yes, letting go of the past. That's a problem, and I've been working on that. That's something good I can't say I've been doing. And I've been working on having a positive attitude, which has improved. It's a big part of what's improved since I got back and was feeling so much like shit. But I need to stop telling myself I'm fine. I mean, I literally had a dream where I told myself I would rather go into a life of crime and cause, just be a terrible person and cause so much disorder and unhappiness and harm to other people, so that somebody would remember who I was and I'd leave my mark on this world, than to not leave a mark on this world at all. And while I never want to do that, I literally had a talk with myself in a dream where that's what I told myself. Like those were, well, the words were, I'd rather go into crime and burn the whole city down and leave my name or leave my mark on the world than to not leave a mark at all. Those are the words I told myself. Like I told myself, like, how fucked up of a dream is that, And it's not gonna happen. I have a conscience. I would feel too guilty to do that, but it just made me realize, what the fuck am I doing? Like, to where my subconscious feels the need to tell me, hey, you're not gonna be happy unless you're either working on becoming a writer or you're burning a fucking town down. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, it's insane. I'm not happy with who I am, but yeah, I still feel the need to pretend I am and keep working that way. You know, like I'm telling myself, not even you guys, I'm telling myself, if I keep up pretending to be something I'm not, I have maybe 20 years before I end it. I mean, and that's being generous. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna end up in another massive or major depressive episode in a couple of years if I keep up doing this. Probably. Or maybe not, you know, I mean, it does what it does. But it's gonna happen if I keep up this way. And I don't know why I'm so afraid of change, that I'm gonna keep up this way. Like, I mean, hell, I know I've talked about being gender fluid in my vlogs before, and I haven't for a while. That's mostly because it's not who I am completely. Like, I mean, it's a big part of me, don't get me wrong, but it's not who I am completely. You know, I'm not just all my gender. There's a lot more to me, and I don't feel the need to talk about it constantly. But, you know, my sisters did my makeup and my hair a couple of weeks ago, and that looked amazing as far as I was concerned. For the first time in a long time, I felt a lot more comfortable in my skin than I have. I don't even know. Like, I looked in the mirror and my first thought was, I can look feminine. Like, that was my first thought, and that made me feel so much better about myself. Like, I enjoy looking masculine. That's why I don't shave, because I know if I shave it off, you know, there's going to come a day, probably a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, where I'm going to feel extremely uncomfortable not having the facial hair. But at the same time, there's plenty of time where having this makes me want to claw my face off. Or, you know, I am hairy as can be. Like, I am one of the hairiest people as can be. I felt so uncomfortable about hair being on my hands. I mean, like covering my hands and my knuckles since I started growing hair there, that, you know, and I decided, I shaved my legs last night and decided, you know, why do I have that? I am a grown human being who has the right to look however they want to look. So why do I have that there if it makes me so uncomfortable and unhappy? And I shaved it up. And you know what? I felt a lot better that that's gone. Like, my arm hair doesn't bother me that much. I mean, it's way thicker than I'd like it to be, but, like, I can leave that there and I'll be comfortable. Whereas the hair that grew up onto my hand, that grows up onto my hands, just, no. And I don't know why I've left it there. And that's the thing. You know, I came out here for a fresh start, and I've been giving it a good try. But I haven't been putting in the effort to actually have a fresh start. And, like, I don't know why. Like, I mean, apart from the fact that, you know, I've been telling myself I'm fine, I'm good. You know, we can take little itty bitty tiny steps that amount to nothing. And it's not what makes me happy. So I don't know why I'm doing it, you know, like, whether it be the expression of myself physically and looking the way I feel comfortable, that makes me comfortable with my skin, or it be, you know, towards working on having a future that, you know, I'm not gonna go insane working, because, I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, there are plenty of people who work the sort of jobs I've been working since I was 17, 16 years old and love their life, and I am happy for them. There's nothing wrong with being like a manager of Burger King if that's what makes you feel fulfilled in life. You know, there's nothing wrong. I mean, my stepdad is a garbage man. Like, he literally, up until he had major medical issues, drove a garbage truck, got out and threw people's trash away. And, you know, and he didn't absolutely hate his job. And, you know, he would come home tired, yeah, but still in a pretty good mood. Like, he's one of the most positive people I know, and doesn't have the time of day for much negativity. And I mean, he still works for a garbage company. He just can't drive a truck and get out and put the trash in the truck anymore. And like, that, he's happy with his life, the way he's worked it and what he's done, and he's proud of his work and everything, and that is great. But I also know that that's not going to be me. Like, I can't be happy doing those sorts of jobs, and that doesn't mean, I'm not saying because I'm better than those sorts of jobs. I'm not. That's why I do them. You know, I mean, I'm working at a pizza place and a shaved ice place at the moment, and you know, I'm not better than those jobs. They're jobs. They help support me, but they're not fulfilling for me, and they're not going to give me the sort of life that I want. So yeah, I can't just keep letting this go. I can't just keep looking at myself in the mirror and saying, oh, we're fine. You know, we're fine. We look acceptable. Like, just because other people expect things of me doesn't mean that that's what my life is going to be. It doesn't mean I'm going to be able to live my life that way. Like, I need to be able to support myself and live. Yes, those are basic needs, but I also need to be able to thrive. And until I know I am working towards my goal, I'm not going to be happy. Like, I can work these jobs and support myself just fine, and that's okay. But just looking 20 years down the road, still doing this sort of stuff, if I'm not at least trying to improve myself and thrive, there's no hope. And I can't live my life without hope. I mean, even in the darkest bit of depression that I've had, there was always the tiniest bit of hope, and that's the only reason I stayed alive. And that's all I can say about it. I mean, I'm nowhere near that now. Like, I'm not. But I'm not happy. And I'm not gonna be happy so long as, you know, I'm just like, oh, I'll do that later. Or, you know, I'm fine. I'd rather take a nap, I'm fine. No, I wouldn't rather take a nap because I'm tired of sleeping, 14 hours a day. It does me no good. I just waste time. Then I get anxious because I wasted that time. Like, it's a vicious cycle. Alright guys, if you watched this, thank you. I really just ranted, but I needed to vent, and I needed to remind myself we're not fine. We're not going to be fine so long as we're not doing the things that make us happy. I mean, that's just life. And on that depressing note, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, if you have a positive attitude, you're going to have a positive day. Thank you, guys.